Hey guys, it's Blue Emerald and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Guild Wars 2. Very good calling that I just started, because as soon as I started I got attacked. Hello Scorpion, I'm going away. Yes, please let me. I'm in town.
I came to help you.
Oh, well, I was just gonna run away.
Yeah, that worked out really well.
Did you try to attack it from over here?
Well, I was trying to get out of the, fast moving thingy.
It doesn't seem like it worked.
Yeah. So it looks like the guy we need to talk to is up here.
Okay, give me a second. I need to sort through my inventory.
Why is there a quagga in here?
Why wouldn't there be a quagga in here?
Because it's kind of like the desert. It's not really quagga territory.
They can walk on land.
Of course they can, but I mean, it's just unusual. No, and he's dead.
Oh, that's not good. Rip. Talk to the residents of the nearby town.
Yeah, he's in the bar there.
Oh, I see.
Ah, oops. Okay, I hope you're not following me because I'm just screwing around.
I wasn't trying to necessarily follow you, but I saw you fall down there and I was like, oh, okay, that must be the way for a
Yeah,
second. And then I was like, wait, I think I was going the right way and I just goofed off.
he's right here.
There we go. Gone, all gone, I'm ruined. Sorry to bother you with this, but have you seen a strange Sylvari around here? Sure, but she was gone long before all this happened. She was a creepy one, though, rolled into town with a huge load of crates and bought a place to hole up in. She? I'm looking for a male. In that case, haven't seen him. The other one, though, she kept to herself and we let her be. You should have seen her with those crazy red stalks growing out of her head. Wait, really? Who'd know more about her? Ask around if anyone's left to ask. Maybe someone in town actually tried talking to her, when there was still a town here, I mean. Thanks for the information. I think there's a town here still. Kind of.
I see dead people.
I actually don't, so.
Well, there's a little Ashura here who's been impaled. Oh no, he's just choked. Okay.
Oh.
And there's this guy hanging from the vine here. Also choked. And this guy.
Okay, so there are dead people.
All kinds of dead people. There's that dead quaggan over there. They've all been killed by these vines.
Angie. Oh gods, look what it did to him. That could have been me. What are those things? We're trying to figure that out. You know of a female Safari who came here? I remember her. She came round asking about rumors herself. Said she heard something about the mine in some magical underground river or something. She was looking for it. I told her that if we hit an underground river, we'd abandon the mine on account of how they tend to flood everything without notice and miners drown. That didn't discourage her. Did she find it, the underground river? No idea. All I know is that she was looking for something. She had excavation equipment in her crates. Maybe she found it and it carried her away. I don't know. Thanks. Hello. You've got that look in your eye. What do you need? Information on a Sylvari who lived here. I wouldn't say she lived here, just came and went, moved equipment through here. She'd go into a room and wouldn't come out for days, sometimes weeks. Do you know who she was? Some engineer with obsession all over her. Far as I know, she never said more than 3 words to anyone, and only then if she needed food or supplies. What was she doing here? No idea. There are others around who know more about her than I do. I kept my distance from her while she was around. Thanks. That came out of nowhere. I'm fine. I'm assessing the situation. What do you need? I just want directions, actually, to that mysterious Sylvar's room. Hi, you thinking of breaking in and looting her place? Not recommended. That one took personal security to a whole new level.
Your face.
Do you know who she was? She wasn't the friendly type, despite those perky red pigtail flowers on her head. None of us figured she had anything worth the risk. We want to take a look. Where is it? It's right over there. Remember, I warned you. Thanks.
Ha!
You're here in the same step?
Hold on. I am here, but seriously, this place is really interesting. I want to look around. What?
Have you not looked around here before?
Not really. Ooh, I got a jumpy thingy. Why?
MCA?
Why would it give me a jumpy thingy unless I was meant to jump somewhere?
You completely missed my joke. Rip.
Oh, I got it. I just didn't think it was funny.
Oh, come on!
Rip.
There's probably a lost coin somewhere in that side of Cecile.
No, I mean, I've been here. I don't know how many times. I've just never really spent time. You know, like I talked to people and then ran away.
Ah. Ready?
Sure.
Okay. What are we waiting for? We're all sure it's Scarlet who is in here. Did he hear that cry by the well? I heard, but we have to be careful. It could be trapped. You stand back, I'll break it down. No, Brom, not so fast. What does Rock say? I'll ask her. I know what you're thinking, because I'm thinking it too. This scary Sylvari was Scarlet. Exactly. But are we sure? Who else could it be? It all adds up. So what do you want to do about it? That door's gotta be trapped. We proceed with caution. Seriously, we don't have a key. I say bust it down. I'll have Scruffy do it if you don't. It's gotta be one of her layers. So we're all in agreement. Stay in your golem. The door may be trapped. Examine the door.
Stay by me, Timey.
The crackle of magic creates a steady hum around the door. It's locked and the threat is clear. Decide how best to approach it. Kill the door. That was easy.
That was seriously anticlimactic.
All clear.
Can you go into Police Scarlet's room? What?
Did Tyami get hurt?
No, she was actually born that way, but
Okay.
Among the Ashura,
Graham, get in here.
showing disability is considered a very negative sign. So she's sort of shunned by the Ashura.
Yikes. Ableism.
They don't treat her very well at all. She's a sweet kid, though.
Looks like the villagers were right. Scarlet was here.
The dust in here is thick, and these plants are all but dead. She definitely hasn't been here in a long time. Look, look, look! This is a historical find!
Careful now. You'll pop a gasket.
She hasn't been here in a very long time. This, oh, and that! Great Clark!
Language.
Sorry, I didn't know you spoke Eton.
Is this?
Some of these crates. One good whack with my mace and...
No, no, no! Be careful. You could destroy something extremely valuable.
We should probably report this find to somebody. Ellen Keel, perhaps?
No, no, are you crazy? You can't tell anybody. They'd come and take it all away. I need time.
What do you need time for? You don't need to be digging in this old junk.
It is not junk.
Scarlet's dead. Let's let sleeping dragons lie.
I found something interesting over here. Come and see.
Look at this book and then tell me what you think. Okay?
At least now we know where she got the inspiration for that weird hairdo.
The Nature of Dragons by Ogden Stonehealer. Read more. Or should I say the dragons of nature? Yes, dragons have long been thought to be as much a part of Tyria as the sun, moon, land, and seas. Read more. Not one, not even the dwarves. No one, not even the dwarves, know how long they've been here. The Jotun and the Norn both have lingering stories passed down through the generations about the last rise of the dragons. Read more. Most scholars give these tales little credit, unfortunately, as so much time has passed. It was over 10,000 years ago that the dragons last returned to their slumber. Read more. The very existence of these tales, however, indicates that the dragons have awakened at least twice in history. The word Mordramoth is heavily scratched into the margins. Read more. Ancient documents, found now in the Derman Priory's collection, reveal accounts passed down by other races such as the powerful seers and even the human gods themselves. Leave. Isn't this fascinating? We hear dragon stories all our lives, but they're usually fairy tales or stories intended to keep young children from misbehaving. I never thought of them as part of nature. They are ancient elder dragons, after all. If this is any indication, Scarlet's research into the dragons started early. I wonder what it was that attracted her to studying them. Their power, perhaps? It seems to be a theme with her. Yes, you're probably right, but she wanted knowledge too, answers to life's biggest questions. She seems to have recognized early on that the dragons were part of something more. Something universal, yes.
She must have been young when she was here. It looks like she was still a student.
I will have a more distinct conclusion later, but my preliminary assessment is that, yes, we're seeing remnants of her early years.
Look at this. How long ago would you say Scarlet was here? It looks like she was already studying ley lines.
Not surprising. She was well ahead of her peers. We Asura have been studying them for decades.
But you didn't know much about them.
They are elusive.
Is this what I think it is? It looks like ley lines. What do you think?
Look at this drawing and tell me what you think of it. Okay. If I can interact with it. There we go. This hand-drawn image is more symbolic than literal. It shows the world as a machine with various moving parts. The pale tree sits at its heart. Leave. Though crude, it's strangely beautiful, don't you agree? Do you think Scarlet made it? Maybe it looks like it represents Tyria. Tyria, if you're a Silvari. The pale tree is at the center. Didn't I hear that Scarlet strangled the pale tree in some vision she had? All Silvari have the pale tree at the center of their lives. Do you think it means anything? How powerful is the pale tree? More powerful than we will ever know, I suspect. She is our mother.
Do you think she was evil back then?
She was misunderstood.
She had to have always been evil. You don't suddenly turn evil overnight.
What about the branded they did? They got corrupted.
Good point.
No, it's not. They got corrupted. It's different.
Hey, watch it with that tail. Oh, it's a steam minotaur!
Ow! Do you mind?
Inside voice, please, Tiny.
Timey, you sound like a harpy.
Yeah, but did you see?
This.
I see.
You're not even looking!
Do you see it? Do you see it's a steam minotaur? I see. Partially disassembled steam minotaur. Leave. This steam creature may have been a prototype. It has flaws. What do you mean flaws? Oh, I couldn't possibly explain it in terms you would understand. You'll just have to trust me on it. If you say so.
No one's ever going to
Good
be
lord.
for Scarlet's chicken scratchings. What is all this Asuran googly mook anyway? These symbols and things make me nervous.
Those are alchemagical symbols. I'm not exactly sure what they mean either, but I'll figure it out with time.
This looks like it was her diary. Take a look and tell me what you think. Okay. Looks like everybody has something to look at. Dear Diary, writing longhand is for the birds. I've discovered a device of a Soren origin that will allow me to record my journal from this point forward. Read on. Do not think that I am ungrateful to you, but I must continue to evolve at every moment. The future awaits us all, and I plan to be amazing when it comes. Read on. This will be my last entry as an ink-splattering student. Starting tomorrow, I am a researcher, an engineer, and a visionary. I confess to a mixture of fear and excitement. Read on. I believe I found one of these mythical ley lines, and if I can study it, well, my understanding of Tyria's inner workings will increase in leaps and bounds. Read on. Who knows what the future will hold? Leave. Oh, nope. I've never been very magic-minded, and both Ornod and Scarlet were crazy. To think that you could see the whole of the world in one moment, it's ridiculous. Perhaps it's true, the mind is a powerful tool. Yeah, and some people don't use theirs enough. Wishful thinking won't get you to the trough. What is that? Yeah, trough. Trough, okay. Wishful thinking won't get you to the trough. True.
I think it's time to go. I've got more important things to do.
You do, maybe, but I don't. This is the biggest day of my life. Look at all this Scarlet paraphernalia. You would. Look, you guys can go, but I'm not leaving. I need to document all this. I can use this to write the thesis that will make me famous.
I don't know.
She'll be okay. She's in a golem.
I guess it'll be okay. We'll be back for you later, Squeak. If you run into any trouble, find a Zephyrite. They can be trusted.
I will. Now stop worrying and let me get to work.
Let's get out of here, Bram. Between the dust and the weirdness, I'm done.
You be careful, kid. We'll be back later.
I want to check my... Make sure OBS is fine. Make sure Guild Wars 2 is fine. Okay. Talk to Tyami. Hang on a second. There's mention here of a miner who found the ley line hub that Scarlet was looking for. I wonder if she's still here. Maybe you could go see. She's a Norn named Tosca. What are you going to do? I'm staying here. Do you realize the historical significance of this find? Not to mention the salvage rights. I'll be writing papers, treatises, and dissertations on this until I'm 80. I don't get the thrill. Well, no, of course you wouldn't, being you. Shut up! But for in the Sora, this is the find of a lifetime. I was fated to be the one who discovered it. You were fated? Yes, I knew from the first moment I heard about her that Scarlet's fate and mine were intertwined, and now I shall be her biographer. I only wish I had had a chance to speak with her. What do you think she was doing out here? My developing belief is that she found a ley line hub somewhere in this area. All the evidence points to it. I'm quite sure she was performing research at it and on it. It's so exciting. I hope we find it.
Scruffy, I need my supplies.
Alrighty.
Oh, look!
She's not wrong. It is very exciting.
Find and talk to Tosca the miner.
I'm thinking she's going to be in the mine.
You think?
Just a guess. It's nice and dark in here. What's that?
Spoopy.
Torch.
It is a torch.
I have.
Spirits
Hey, lady.
guide you.
You lost? No, I'm looking for a miner named Tosca. I have questions. No, I'm looking for a miner named Tosca. I have questions about the ley line hub. You found her. That's what that strange Savoy female called the pocket of magical energy I tapped when I was digging out in the wastes beyond town. You don't want to go anywhere near that. Maybe, but I'd still like to know the story. I was mining copper and broke through into an inner chamber in the rock. Suddenly a bright light blinded us all. We didn't go any deeper, too dangerous, but changed the direction of our digging. You told the survived woman about this? Yes, and you should have seen her light up. It was as if I was Ticks and Talks, delivering a special toy just for her. Where was this pocket of magical energy? Out west of town, but that tunnel caved in just after I told the survivor what we'd found. I always suspected she'd collapsed it and dug her own way in. You should find her and ask about it. Can't. She's dead.
It was nothing.
Diagnostic scan active. Stand by.
Yay. More
Okay.
useless junk. Wait a minute. Scarlet's box of desert things. Odds and ends Scarlet collected. Nothing really notable.
Diagnostic scan.
Yeah, nothing really notable.
Stand by.
Please help!
Mastery point. Hey. Okay. To the next episode. Which is... Oh my god. Am I...
What did you do?
I hate this game. I have to manually unlock all of them, and they're all 200 gems.
Seriously?
Yep.
Well, that's just shitty.
Apparently I need a total of 1,400 gems. What the hell?
You can't just buy the whole thing, like, in one sum, or do you have to do them separately?
It looks like you have to do them separately. I need 1,400 gems. I only have 200. I don't have any, actually, at this point.
I have plenty of gems, but I can't give them to you. I wonder if I can gift you the episodes.
You could
I know I
try.
can gift you the,
I wish they'd let you transfer gems over.
yeah, that would be really handy.
Instead of having to waste money on things that we shouldn't have to waste money on because you have all the gems, I just...
Okay. What would that even be? I have that.
Diagnostic scan active. Please stand by.
Nope.
Diagnostic scan active. Please stand by.
Hmm. I don't see season 2 among the options for me, and it could be because I already have it.
Diagnostic scan active. Please stand by.
Wow.
Dang it.
Nope. You're gonna have to get gems.
I should have gotten the tooth. Well, even that wouldn't have been enough because of the having to use some of those for the bank. I'm gonna need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1,400 gems. So the best would be buy gems, and I'm gonna pause the episode while I do this. And we're back. I have bought a ton of gems. And now we're gonna unlock part 2. And play this episode. Entanglement. Scarlet's secret room. I got a letter. Word reached me of some trouble in Dry Top. Prosperity was just attacked. I'm heading there to check on Tyami. Let's meet up and see if the kid's okay. Wolf guide you. Brahm. And then there's a show me thing, which is probably just gonna... Yeah. We're right there, guys.
They don't know that.
They don't know that. But now they do know that. Because I told them.
Okay.
That's how it works. That's how communication works. Oh, I see what you were talking about. Okay. The secret room.
Timey? Timey, are you here? Timey?
They're
Glad
here.
that's over.
I'm okay. Scruffy protected me. Are you all okay?
Oh. Yeah, we're okay too.
Everything started to shake. I barely had time to get into Scruffy.
Is she okay, Bram?
Yeah, she's okay. She hid in her golem.
I didn't hide. I was collecting important data.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Sure.
Did I hear you say Tiny's okay?
I'm fine. Golly.
What's happening?
Did you guys know that Timey's okay? I feel like the whole world is falling out from under us. I think we all feel that way. We've got a new dragon to contend with. Nothing will ever be the same. No, it won't. Mortimer did this, and it's only just starting.
Mortimer?
Raises the stakes to a whole new level of awful, doesn't it?
Gods, we need a plan. What are we gonna do?
You really think all these vines are related to Mortimer? All these deaths? I'm quite certain. What are we going to do? We start by following Scarlet's trail. Scarlet believed she had seen the bigger picture. It was part of her delusion. I don't think bringing down the Zephyrite was part of Scarlet's plan, but both she and the Saboteur talked about the destruction of Tyria. I know. Aaron said a Tyrian leader would die. This makes me think someone or something was pulling his strings. That scares me the most about him. Trouble is, we have no idea who he meant. It could be anyone, though the biggest threat to Mortimer is probably Traherne. I hate the thought that Queen Jenna could be in danger too. He said several other strange things too. Yes, like, it will be so pleased and I've seen the bigger picture. He sounded so much like Scarlet it was unnerving. I suspect we can still learn from Scarlet even posthumously. Timey. For the record, I agree that this is Mortimer's doing. It all started with Scarlet. We need to understand her. Did you see her voice recorder, her books and papers? I'm just glad you're okay. What have you learned here? Lots of things. Like, Scarlet started with steam creatures, then graduated to Aether and Watchwork. She released a bunch of the steam creatures into the wild. Oh, and she killed Ornod. Omad. Killed Omad? He was her last mentor. He experimented on her with his mind-widening device, and that's when she saw the eternal alchemy, or what she thought was it. So she killed him for it. No, she killed him because once he realized his device worked, he started looking at her like she was a lab rat, not like an assistant or student. He was going to experiment more on her. I see, but surely Omad wouldn't have hurt her. Historically speaking, previous generations of Azora, including Omads, viewed the Sylvari as an anomaly to be studied. When the first Sylvari arrived, many were victimized in the interest of arcane knowledge. Do you have any new insight into that drawing on the wall? Actually, I do. Based on Scarlet's writings in her holographic recorder over there, I've come up with a theory. I think that's the representation of her vision. Her vision? Her mentor Omad made a device that opened the mind. When she tried it, she had a vision. At the center is a symbol I've seen used to represent the Pale Tree. And you think she drew that drawing after it? Yes, she claimed that she had seen the eternal alchemy during the vision. The symmetrical elements in the drawing and the Pale Tree at the center lead me to that conclusion. Why the Pale Tree? In her vision, she saw the Pale Tree attacked by a thorn vine. She described it as doing terrible things to the Pale Tree. That sounds terrible. Did it bother her? It pleased her. She even grew some thorny vines to strangle Omad. The parallel with the vines from her vision is not lost on me. What about ley lines? Have you learned anything new? The most interesting thing of all, Scarlet theorized that our waypoint positioning coincides with the locations of the most powerful ley lines. Was she right? Likely, but not yet confirmed. I need to do more research. I need to better understand the elements that drew her to that conclusion. Fascinating.
So, were you able to figure out what Scarlet was doing here?
She was studying ley lines, but I don't.
Hold on.
Oh my!
Here we go.
What's happening?
Hey, come look at this. There's a passage behind this bookshelf.
What?
Oh shit.
Get out of my way. Let me see.
Settle down. Let the boss go in first.
All right, but hurry up.
Come on, Frog.
Oh my god, there are so many things to look at. This piece of paper was torn from a book. Read on. Letters sent home from soldiers in the Kornan army have given us great insight into their lives. In the 11th century AE, their leader Varesh Asa inspired great loyalty. Read on. In one particular speech, Asa praised her military and encouraged them to use their persuasive abilities to build the power of Korna from the inside. Read on. She said if properly convinced, you can get whole groups of lesser creatures to work toward your goals without them realizing they're not working for themselves. Read on. Asa cites the alliance between centaurs and Kornan craftspeople as an example. Together they produced better armor and weapons, and they provided for the Kornan people's day-to-day needs. Leave. There's one over here. This notebook, titled Research Notes, has a complex set of equations, drawings, and engineering blueprints. Leave it. A History of Drytop by Nicholas Sanford, 1070 AE. Read on. Now a barren landscape, this rounded basin may have held water many millennia ago. Sand now covers everything, blowing on the wind and eroding all, rocks and inhabitants alike. Read on. Unknown sentient beings once built fragile hillside homes high on the cliffsides. Some structures still linger, but will also fall victim to the blowing sand and hot sun. Read on. The area attracts outlaws on the run with something to hide, or those who are unwelcome among civilized folk for one reason or another. This makes the area dangerous to travelers such as me and Yakington. Read on. Migrating centaur packs come through here, it seems. There is evidence that they once had a refuge here. A large tree trunk, quite out of place, could have been one of their sacred trees. Read on. Despite appearances, this waterless area is far from lifeless, and it serves as the doorway into the Maguma jungle, a region of uncontrollable growth, life, and often death. Leave. On the open page of this book, Scarlet drew a route leading up and out of her tunnel to a higher region of Drytop. Examine it. The points on Scarlet's map trace a path winding across this higher region of Drytop to some unknown destination, where she drew crisscrossing lightning bolts. Leave. Did he find something? You found something, didn't you? Scarlet left a map showing that she headed someplace to the southwest. I bet it leads to the ley line she discovered. You stay here with the others for now. I'm going to see where this takes me.
That's valuable.
Alright, let's look through everything. Boredom seed pouches. Garbage. Can't use.
We should call this episode Dacidin Reads Everything.
Yeah, honestly? It really is. Like, it's just a ton of reading. Discovering Scarlet's breakthrough. Oh, nope. Is here. Can you not be obstructed?
No.
After prowl. To the north.
To the north.
Across the uplands of Racis. Okay. Y'all have fun killing each other.
Swift and steady.
Oh, you can do it multiple times, right? I was wondering how you're doing it so many times.
Using it every time it comes off cool. Of course, now it's run off.
Yep. Climb Divine Bridge to the point. Okay.
Which one? Left or right? Left, I guess.
It does look like it's left. Yeah. This is the exact path that we took when we were exploring the zone.
Well, there is kind of only one way to go. Maybe now we'll find out what the strange cube is.
What the cave?
Guess we don't get to find out what the strange cube is.
Not yet.
Thanks for telling me to upgrade my sky scale with the rift repair mastery in order to use the rift. I don't have a sky scale yet. Broken steam minotaur. Okay, we're going the right way. We're
Into
gonna
the
end
cave.
up in a cavern. We could have just used the waypoint, man.
But then we wouldn't have been able to look at the map and story.
Of course.
Wow, of course. Of course you'd move out the way.
This place is amazing.
And brimming with bad guys. The inquest are here.
We know how to deal with inquest. Let's clear this place out.
Wait, Rox, let's be smart. Scarlet will have left security devices in place. They're currently offline, but if I can reactivate them, we can use them to our advantage.
Aw, can't we just get rid of them the good old-fashioned way?
You could, but they'd be back before you know it. Scarlet's security can protect this area from future attacks. Clear the way to the first console for me.
It's right here.
Yep. Another dead Ashura.
Ow.
access, enabling manual controls on the... Ooh, zap weapons! Nice! Okay, it's all yours. Use the console to fry some inquest.
It isn't gonna blow up in our faces, is it?
Don't be silly. The chances are so slim as to be negligible. About 53%. I've tagged us all non-hostile.
Alright. Let's zap some inquest then.
Well, I can't use the console. Can you?
Woo!
I can.
Let's rumble!
Safe from harm.
Okay.
It's not doing any damage whatsoever, though.
I am.
Doing a lot of damage. But I zap and it does like 0. Oh no, it's doing damage, it's just very delayed. I see what it's doing now. Those are just flares for where it's gonna land, okay. It's like directing artillery.
You can see at least. There's another console ahead. We'll have to activate it as well. Let's go.
You're enjoying yourself, aren't you, Time?
Using Scarlet's brilliant devices, even her earliest designs to neutralize inquest, how could I not have fun?
Okay. 4 assassins need to die. Where are those?
Safe from harm.
What dreadful
This
business.
one is a little more complicated. Nothing I can't handle, though. Is it my birthday? This one interfaces with one of her steam creatures. Doop-dee-doo and ta-da! Now you have full control. If badly damaged, it'll eject you. But its self-repair protocol should power it back up again once it's done.
I want to try it.
Not you. This one's for the boss only.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
Cutscene! Oh shit!
Oh my god, I hate these assassins.
You're a natural. But as far as I can tell, there's one more console up ahead. Get me to it, and we'll be golden.
I gotta say, that
Okay.
look suits you.
No time to dawdle. Inquests don't give up easily. They'll launch a counterattack, and we have to be ready.
Why are you way over there?
Because she was helping me fight assassins. And those little bastards teleport all over the place.
I was over there, wrecking face.
Where the hell are you going? Really? You couldn't have crossed over there?
Guess not. we go.
Last one and done. This will activate Scarlet's holographic defenses. Once they're fired up, they'll kill everything in here.
You do realize we fall in the category of everything, right?
Don't worry. I'm confident I can configure the system to identify our silhouettes as allies. It might take a bit.
We don't have a bit. Inquest incoming. Lots of inquest.
You're not facing the thing, by the way, Timey.
We'll buy you some time.
Enemy retreating.
Oop. And I'm off the rock.
Do you need help getting back up or something?
No, I got back up. I just had to run around the cliff.
That'll do.
Oops. I just shelled rocks.
Hold on. Activating the defenses.
You're absolutely sure this won't kill us?
Absolutely. I give it a solid 53% chance.
I beg your pardon? Maybe you shouldn't.
It's beautiful.
And we're still alive. That's a plus.
Of course we're alive. I was joking about 53%. It was more like 78.
Wonderful. Looks like we're gonna be the only ones walking around in here for some time.
You did great, Tommy.
I know.
What is this place?
It's a cave.
You know what I mean.
Well, everything works quickly. And before you ask, it's where multiple way lines intersect. Scarlet thought it important enough to set up a lab here.
Plant Dragon's corruption has found its way in.
Yes, it's troubling, but it makes sense given how the dragons consume magic. They're undoubtedly attracted to ley lines, like spiders are attracted to flies caught in their webs.
That doesn't bode well for waypoints.
Nope, I'm afraid not.
There has to be something we can do about it.
I'm working on a solution. I've tapped into the Asuran Waypoint network to see which waypoints are being disturbed. It's far more widespread than I imagined.
How widespread?
Well, for example, the waypoints at Fort Concordia and at Fort Salma are behaving irregularly. If it's the dragon's tendrils, and I presume it is, then that's quite far afield. There are other waypoints being disturbed, but those two are the most egregious. It's interesting that they're both strongholds.
I'd say this requires some direct observation. I want to see what this is all about with my own two eyes.
Why don't we split up? Rox and I can take Concordia. You two head out to Fort Salma and say hello to your sister for us.
That's a great idea. I'd love to spend more time with Belinda. Get to know her better.
I don't care if you beg. I'm not going to either place. I have to stay here and continue my research. Nothing's changing my mind.
No begging here. Come on, Gwen. Let's go.
It's like, thank God. Yay, more inventory management to deal with all the new stuff.
You rarely see one of those.
Trophies. Okay. More of that.
Where are you going?
Out.
You know you can just click that little arrow above the mini-map, right?
I know. But I want to do it this way.
I see. Go to Concordia in Timberline Falls.
Dry top and tree. And then... Oh. That works too. Oh, I need to swap out episodes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get over there, and as I run, I'll end it off. So that's it for this episode. Next time, God damn it! You're dead. You're dead. That is it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Next time we will go here where we are right now. So, yeah. See you guys next time. My name is Brumo, signing off. Good night, everybody.